And this is Emma here on Blogtalk Radio. Today I'd like to talk about how to hear from your spirit guides. And so for me personally in my journey, I hear from my spirit guides on a day-to-day basis. They send signs to me, and they also will contact me in the middle of the night while I'm sleeping or in my dreams or in meditation. And one recent connection was in my meditation last night. I wasn't able to meditate for, I think, a week and a half, and it's really odd for me because I've been meditating almost every single day, at least 1 to 2 times a day. And I wasn't able to for a week and a half, and I finally was so happy because my son went to sleep last night and I was able to meditate, and I was like, okay, this is going to be awesome. I got my crystals out and I made a little grid, and I had my huge amethyst crystal with me, and I had just rubbed my hands with that, and then I was holding my crystals and I was going into meditation, and I heard my spirit guide telling me that I am to do guided meditations. And I was like, well, how am I supposed to do that? I don't know how to do that. And they're like, yes, you do. Emma, you know how to do that. And it's so interesting because it's like they address you. Well, they address me by my name. And then I'm like, okay. So no, I'm not going crazy, because they're like, yes, you can do those, Emma, and we are here to help you, and we will channel the messages for you, and you don't have to worry about how it's going to happen because everything is divinely guided and it's going to happen. And I was just thinking to myself, like, okay, well, this is awesome. This is great. So then I was like going on, and we were just talking and saying, okay, well, what kind of meditations? And they reminded me of this one meditation that I did for myself, which I connected with Jesus, and I was at the ocean, and Jesus walked out of the water, and I was standing there on the sand waiting for him, and he grabbed my hands and he told me that he loved me, and I said that I loved him, and my heart was just like so full of love and just so open at in that meditation. And I just like did not want to get out of that meditation because it was just such like a huge rush of like a peaceful energy and happiness. And so my spirit guides reminded me of that meditation that I guided myself into. And so they said that I needed to do more meditations like that to help heal people who are hurting. And I do know in this world, there's a lot of people who are hurting, and a part of healing yourself is, I feel like meditating is really helpful for healing, because you get to go back and just redo those moments in your head, and then you can do it the way you wanted to do it. You can go back and you can, connect with Mother Mary or Jesus Christ or archangels or any of the goddesses, and they can connect with you and give you wisdom on how to do certain things in your life. And so that was what I was guided to do. And so at this point, I'm just doing some research, and I'm going to make this happen. And it's going to happen with the help of my spirit guides.
That's really great. It's always so good when you can connect with your spirit guides. And I think it's so wonderful that we have access to these spirit guides to help us along our way, living our life. And I feel like they really are not only just best friends for us, but like family in a way, that are just that love us so much and are always rooting for us, always helping us and guiding us along. And it's funny that you brought up Jesus, this being Easter weekend and everything. Um, I personally know for sure that it was Jesus who opened my eyes to the spiritual world, and he was the one that opened the doorway for me, because I was living my life as a Christian, and I thought that that was it. That I'm a Christian and I'm gonna live my life based on the scriptures in the Bible, and I was a good person. But then I started to realize that the Bible made me feel a little bit limited, and that's why I've opened myself up to more of a spiritual belief instead of just living as a strict Christian. I definitely do thank Jesus because he is the one that brought me, um, pretty much held my hand and opened the doors for me to see the bigger picture. And he's actually visited me quite a few times in my meditations and my dreams. And I feel so honored that I have that time with Jesus. And I might have told you this story before on the radio, but I'll just tell you again. In the very beginning of my, in the very beginning, what really did it for me was when I had a dream that I was standing in line to see Jesus, and it was a very long, long line, thousands of people. But someone near the beginning of the line noticed me, and it was someone that I had done a favor for, and he told me, "Come on up here. You can stand in line with me. You can stand in front of me." So I was actually able to go see Jesus a lot sooner than later, and I spent so much time with Jesus that we actually moved from that location to a small canoe where Jesus was continuing to bless me and continuing to remove any blocks that were blocking me. And this is when I really start to open my eyes to the spiritual world. And I thank him so much for that. I remember him being very gentle and kind, and we didn't really talk that much in that dream, but I just remember his loving face and the blessings that he was giving me. I just think that he is definitely someone that I look up to, and definitely someone that I call upon when I need any help or guidance. So I'm so thankful that we have our spirit guides, we have ascended masters like Jesus and Mother Mary. I definitely do call upon them anytime I need to, and we all have access to them. And that is just the greatest thing in the world, that we all have access to them. They can be with you, they can be with me whenever we need them. And I just, it's such a blessing, such a blessing. And now I'm really at a point in my life where I am tapping into my abilities that I was born with that I just did not realize I had. And I think it's just coming along at the most perfect time. And I can definitely see that my abilities are growing and I'm learning. And it's just so amazing. And I'm just so blessed to be able to share that with all of you and share that with my sister. I do know for sure that, there are some people that do not understand my spiritual beliefs and what I do, and that's totally okay. I don't judge anybody. I just the way I deal with it is just that I don't talk to them that much about my spiritual side, but there are still things that we talk about. We talk about the weather and we talk about other things going on in our lives. But when it comes to the spiritual side of me, I usually just leave that to the people that are open to hearing about it. So that would be people like my sister, my brother, and my spiritual teacher, and some other friends that I have on Facebook. So moving along here, I had asked my sister Emma to give me a reading, and it's just going to be about whatever topic she chooses. And I'm going to hand it over to her now.
Okay, and so this reading here is going to be about your career. All right, well, it's interesting because when I talk about your career, it says that an apology is in order. So I wonder if that resonates with you in any way, but it could be that you're where you're working at, maybe they're going to realize that you're such a strong asset to the team that they need you in a different position, and that um, you know a lot, so you no longer need to be doing what you're doing, and they have other opportunities for you. So I really do believe that too, because I know you're a hard worker. And this card here is for your love life, and it says here, show appreciation. Yeah, I do feel like this is a very, very good card, because I was thinking about love before I had even looked at it, and it says show appreciation. So I know that the angels had shuffled those cards for sure because they wanted that card to come out to you. And I'm sure that that does resonate with you in some way. So the next one that we have here will be for your finances, and it says to stay. So I believe that that means that your finances are steady, and that, but obviously, we would like more, but at this time it's saying that stay, which I interpret that as everything is going to be okay. And your spirituality, it says shielding. So, wow, that's amazing. Shielding. It looks like you're going to be needing to shield yourself and ground and protect yourself and always clear yourself. I know that we always do that all the time. And I, for me personally, try to make it a habit. Cleanse and clear when I'm going places and when I'm coming back from places. So, that's probably just a reminder for you to do that as well. And this last one is a message from your angels, your spirit guides, and it says, you are loved. So, um, if you haven't heard anybody tell you that lately, they want to let you know how loved you are and how proud they are of you and how far you've come. You've come a long way in your spiritual journey, in your path here, and they're really, really, really excited to see all the new opportunities coming your way.
Thank you, Emma, for that reading, and I'm going to give you some feedback on that reading that you gave me. Okay, let's see. You said that when it comes to my career, you said an apology was in order. And I do honestly feel like someone is going to apologize to me at work pretty soon. And you're right, it is because, I'm doing a lot more work than what is being counted for. And they started something new at work where they were going to start counting everything that people do, and the numbers are way off. And I have the proof of that, and I'm going to show them soon. So I'm pretty sure that that's going to generate an apology from someone. So I do think that that is very accurate. And when it comes to my love life, you said show appreciation. That's probably something that I don't do a lot. I don't appreciate my husband very much, and I don't show or tell him how much I appreciate him, but I honestly do appreciate him very, very much. Anything that I ever need, he is always on top of it, and anything that I ask him to do, he always does it. And the other day, actually, my daughter had a friend over, And I told my husband that we were going to go out and get some pizza for my daughter and her friend. So we went out, and I waited in the car while he went and ordered the pizza and waited for it. And then I honestly didn't move a finger, and he came out with a cold drink, and he gave me the cold drink and went back into the pizza shop and waited for the pizza. And then after that, I told him we should stop by the gas station to get a cold drink for my daughter and her friend, and he went in and did that and asked me if there was anything I wanted, and I said no. So I pretty much just sat in the car while he did everything. I definitely do appreciate little things like that that he does for me. So I do honestly feel like I should show him more appreciation, express it to him, and let him know how important he is to me and how much I appreciate everything he does. So thank you for that message, Emma. That was very right on. And I don't think that was the first time that came up for me when it comes to my love life. So anyways, the next card here was for my finances. And you said my finances, I should stay. And I do believe in that. Of course, everybody wants an abundant amount of money, an abundant amount of everything, so that, they will never have to worry about anything again. Of course, that's what we all want. And when you say to stay, it makes me feel like, not to run away from your problems, to understand that any financial issues should be dealt with. So I definitely do resonate with that. Thank you so much. And you said when it comes to spirituality, shielding comes up. And shielding, as I've told you, Emma, is something that I personally feel like I definitely know how to shield myself very, very well. And what I usually do when I shield myself is I turn everything into a whole new way to gain perspective. So when someone's being angry or rude towards me, I just turn that into an opportunity for me to gain perspective. And what it actually does for me is that it shields me from any kind of hurt or angry feelings that person has towards me, and I don't take it personal at all. So shielding is definitely something that is very very important to me when it comes to my spirituality, and I do feel like that's something that I've definitely have conquered and have experience in. So thank you for that. And my message from my spirit guides, you said, was that I'm loved. And that I know for sure is very, very true, because I know my spirit guides love me so, so much, and I love them so, so much. I actually remember when I first met my spirit guides, when I first had a conversation with them, I almost wanted to just sit there and cry and just pour out my abundant amount of love that I had for my spirit guides. And I just wanted to tell them how much I loved them. And I knew that how much I loved them was also how much they loved me. And I just knew that. And I felt that love back from them. And it was just an amazing moment for me and my spirit guides. And I definitely do agree with that message. I am very loved. So thank you so much, Emma, for giving me that reading. Thank you for your energy, and thank you for your beautiful message. And we're going to take a really quick break. We'll be right back after this. You're listening to Two Light Sisters on Blogtalk Radio. You're listening to Two Light Sisters here on Blog Talk Radio. We were talking earlier today about how to recognize whether spirits are earthbound or if they we're not earthbound spirits. And my sister has had a lot of experience with spirits lately. Sometimes they're earthbound and sometimes they're not. And she was wondering, she was asking me, how do you tell if they are earthbound or not? And I told her that whatever she felt was probably correct. If she felt that they were earthbound, they probably were. And if she felt that they weren't, then they probably weren't. And right away, it seemed like that clicked with her, and she understood. And the reason why I said that was because it just reminded me of how my sister and I were talking about how we just automatically know things. Sometimes in your dreams, you just automatically know. And I've said this more than once, but I had a dream about a school of fish one day. And I remember when I was dreaming about that school of fish, I just knew in my head that these fish represented one religion, and these kind of fish, which were different, represented another religion. And then these type of fish represented another religion. And I just knew that in my head. I did not question it at all. Who would have thought that fish and religion have anything to do with each other? Sometimes in your dreams, you just automatically know something and you don't ever question it. And I feel like that's how we should be when we are giving spiritual messages to other people or receiving messages. Instead of letting our ego tell us that you're wrong about this, or you're just saying that because you know that already about that person. Instead of having those doubts, we should just be like how we are in our dreams and just know it, accept it, and don't question it at all. I remember in my dream, I did not question how fish and religion were related, or why my dream about fish actually had to do with religion. I never questioned that, and I just automatically knew that. So that's how I'm going to try to be when I give readings. And my sister said that she was going to try and be that way too when she gives readings. We don't ever want to doubt ourselves, because the information that we're receiving is true. And sometimes it doesn't fit with the person that we are giving the reading to, but later on it makes sense. Or it may be something that's connected to one of their friends, and it makes sense for their friend. So don't ever doubt yourself, and trust that what you're getting is accurate. I've been practicing a lot of mediumship readings, and I have a couple people that I talk to every now and then who have given me permission to practice on them. I give them information, and sometimes it fits them and sometimes it doesn't. And that's totally okay if it doesn't fit them. I just, keep going on. And, there's always, in the back of my mind, there's, that wonder of, who does this spirit belong to? But if I don't find them, I don't find them. That's okay. So trust in yourself and believe in what the guided messages that you're receiving. Emma, do you have anything to say about that?
Yes, I totally agree with you, Kira. What you have to say is just right on. And I believe that as well. We just need to have that faith and believe in ourselves, because as we do, our faith and we start to trust ourselves, and it starts to grow and grow and grow. And I remember when I first started on my spiritual path, I didn't believe in myself that much, and I felt like I kept doubting myself, and I kept saying this isn't real, and I stopped doing that. And as I stopped doing that, I started to believe in myself, and I started to say, you know what? I do have a knowing, and I am clairvoyant, and I am clairaudient, and I believe that. And as I did, I opened up to that, and um, I've always been open to it. I just was doubting it the first time. So, anyways, yes, believing in yourself is something that you have to just trust yourself and trust it, and that's very helpful.
Yes, and I think that's something that we all struggle with at one point or another. That's great. Thank you, Emma, for your point of view on that. We received a ton of questions from you guys, and we weren't able to get to all of them on the last radio show, but we are going to continue on with the questions from you guys, and let's see. The first one that we have is from Robin Bowser. And Robin asks, do you have any messages for me? Thank you so much and have a blessed day. Okay, let's see. What do we have for you, Robin? Okay, Archangel Gabriel is coming here, and he is saying, please take action. Take action on the things that you've been thinking about and the things that you've been wanting to do. You are blessed, and please take action and be passionate about what it is that you believe in. You do know what it is that you want to do, Robin, and Archangel Gabriel is blessing you and is guiding you to do those things. And he says to please release any fears that you have and any worries, and just go ahead and take that next step. Take that leap of faith. Archangel Gabriel and all the archangels are always supporting you. So thank you, Robin, for that question. All right, the next question that we have is from Allie Martin Schwartz. Allie says, are there any messages for me? Okay, let's see what we have for you here, Allie. Okay, Archangel Michael is stepping forward, and Archangel Michael says that you are going through something right now, and he says that what you're going through is going to have a very, very happy ending. It's going to turn out the way that you want it to. Sometimes it's hard to see that at first, but it will turn out the way that you want it to, and it is going to be the best for you. So the archangels are supporting you, Allie, and to not worry about your situation. So thank you so much, Allie, for that question. The next person that we have here is Gina Egan, and Gina is asking, how does my future look? Okay, Gina, Archangel Ariel is stepping forward for you. The situations that you're going through may seem challenging at times, but you're not going to go through those alone. Help is on its way, and all you have to do is just ask the archangels for their help and their guidance, and they'll always be there for you. There are going to be times that your ego is going to talk to you and say negative things and discourage you, but please understand that your spirit guides and the archangels are always supporting you and always going to be there for you. And the reason why we go through difficult times is because that is what we have come here to do, is to go through those difficult times so that we can learn from them. And so if you encounter anything difficult coming up for you, please call upon the angels and ask them for their guidance and their help. I honestly don't see very many difficult times coming up for you. I feel like it is going to be very, very positive. And I'm also getting a message here from Archangel Shamuel saying that for you to call upon the support of your family and your friends, and to not be afraid to go a different way than take a different route than what's expected, and to also follow your dreams and your passion. So thank you so much, Gina, for that question of yours. Moving along here, let's see. Beth Ann Rosenberg is asking if there's any message for her. Okay, Beth Ann. I have a message from Archangel Uriel. And Archangel Uriel is saying that everything for you has been very stable. Everything's been very stable. You've got great plans and a great future ahead of you. You are going to be leading a either a program or a situation, and you're going to be doing very, very well. You're very, very loved and protected by the archangels. So, Beth Ann, thank you for that question. The next person that we have here is Kim L. Briggs. Kim asks, what should her next step be? Archangel Ariel is stepping up for you. And Archangel Ariel says that you are a giver, Kim. You definitely are a giver. And please remember that when you are a giver, you're also going to be a receiver. What you have been giving, all that love and support and everything that you poured out so unselfishly to others is going to come back to you. And please understand that tough times are going to change, and don't be so resistant to that kind of change. Let things happen the way that they should, because your angels and guides are always supporting you, and they know what's best for you. So don't be so resistant. Thank you, Kim, for that question of yours. Anita Hahn is asking about her career. Okay, let's see. Your career. When it comes to your career, Archangel Azrael is stepping up. And Archangel Azrael says, release the past. There is definitely something coming up for you that is very, very good. Don't assume that it's going to be the same thing that it's always been for you in the past. It could be a whole new direction. It definitely is going to be divinely guided, and it's definitely going to be a gift from God. So open your eyes and allow yourself to receive. Thank you, Anita, for that question. Michelle Tanashuk Novak is asking for any message that comes through. Okay, let's see. Archangel Ariel is coming through, and Archangel Ariel is letting you know, Michelle, that you have done very, very well for yourself. Everything that you have done has been an amazing blessing. It's definitely something that the angels support, and what they're telling you is to just keep doing everything that you're doing. Don't be afraid to keep practicing and keep doing the same thing that you've been doing all of these years, because practice does make perfect. They're also saying, don't be afraid if you want to continue on and go back to school or get more training. So don't be afraid to do that, and know that the angels and your guides are always supporting you. Thank you, Michelle, for that question. Our last reading is going to be for Keith Shepard. And Emma, I'm asking for you to call upon the love angels to give Keith a message from the angels to see if the person that he is thinking about is his soulmate.
What I'm receiving here for Keith Shepard is your relationship. You need to give your relationship a chance and work on your partnership together. I'm also seeing that your love life is being affected by children. So I'm hoping that resonates with you. And so if you were wondering if you're with your soulmate, according to the message that I received, I feel like that's a yes, or that person that you're thinking of.
Thank you, Emma, for that message, and we thank all of you for allowing us to connect with your energy and asking your questions. Of course, we did not get to all of the questions again today, so we will continue on our next radio show answering those questions for you. So thank you so much for everyone Thank you so much, everyone, for your questions. Thank you for your energy. And thank you, Emma, for your beautiful energy and sharing your stories with us. We will see all of you next time on Blog Talk Radio. You're listening to Two Light Sisters. Namaste.